Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? Look at it. 56. Check 56. Quit talking about it. I'm ready.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more. D. Ford, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike, here we go. 180! Oh, yeah. Block!
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Oh, you got deep?
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
When I watched that play, I thought about told me in the past, the biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let him play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton. That's Samuel. Caught left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Newton to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41, eluding the pressure right. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Torrey Smith scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
11.
Garoppolo toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Get ready.
21. Here we go.
Right there. 54. Right there. Smooth.
Garoppolo again. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey, able to spin free. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st down, Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now it's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Solomon Thomas able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some...
Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger, and this time it costs them 2 points.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job
trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Addison, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. Garoppolo now going deep here for Landry. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. The 40, the 30, 10, touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 94 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. This is Hunt on the draw play. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Brian Burns in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays.
Let's go, let's go.
Gun, gun.
From the gun, Newton. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll start by running the option to the right. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Off play action, Newton. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. From the gun, here's Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Here we go.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short, getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Newton now to throw. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just talks about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
Here we go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case...
And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McCaffrey will try to run it in. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Taking it about the 36. Now, nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
At the Niners' 47-yard
Ready,
line.
ready, check, 50. Wait, let's go one more.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Single receiver. Hey,
Throwing again. Newton. Being chased out left. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter play.
Mike, 53. 53.
3rd and long, it's Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Check that.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. They'll run again with Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. On the counter, Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's checking.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. 4th down now after a loss of 2. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Undercrush. 12.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he gets gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is McCaffrey. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a man open down the middle of the field. A gain of 32 that time. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks.
Touchdown, 49ers! Dante Pettis. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Pretty move. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Mike 53. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. 8.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 42.
So this one is over.